What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Lady Sola. I am back. It's been a minute. I want to apologize because I've gone MIA. It's been just pretty busy, pretty hectic for me, but I'm back and I want to review and I want to recap episode 8 and 9 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's do it. The cabin trip. So that was a big part of both episodes, and there's quite a few situations and issues going on there. Also, Akbar versus Moniz, Akbar versus Tokyo. That's another situation. Carly and Mo. Carly being messy and basically rude to several people at the cabin. We got Pooh out here still trying to shave Carly, getting Botox and just doing too much. I was like, oh, that Botox was a bit much. And I can tell she gets lip fillers as well. Pretty obvious. Bambi and Scrappy sitting down with Erica and attempting to come to a common ground, and Bambi's behavior with that, which was very disappointing to see. I didn't expect to see that from her. So those are the things that stood out off the top of my head. So with the Pooh situation, she sits down with Mimi. Basically Mimi is like addressing her about her behavior towards Carly, the whole situation with her sending, what's her name, the DJ to Carly's engagement party, and basically just trying to embarrass Carly at something that was her event. Pooh was behind that. So Mimi, with her being friends with Carly as well as being friends with Pooh, she's kind of like in between all of this. Pooh to this day is still swearing up and down that Carly ate her ass and shitted on the sheets, and she owe her like $700 and some because the thread count is like over 600 thread count and all of this stuff. So when she speaks with Mimi, she's just being like, oh, what did I do? And oh my gosh, that happened. And Mimi is like, you really not going to apologize to Carly? Because that's what it's going to come down to. You basically tried to sabotage your party without you even being there. You're constantly throwing this piece of information out with no receipts that, oh, you had a threesome with her, her husband, as well as Carly. She ate you out and did all this stuff. She shitted on the bed. All of this, we need receipts. When you say something that crazy and that outlandish, you gotta come with receipts. You know what I'm saying? So this girl is just like, oh, what can I do now? It's already, the party is already passed, and, we haven't spoken. What am I supposed to do? So Mimi's just like, yeah, you need to apologize. You need to try to address the BS and try to move past it. So Pooh is willing. She says she's not going to apologize, but she's willing to have a conversation with Carly and try to get on common ground. Y'all know that's code for girl fight. That's basically what that is. The producers will have about 6 security ready to go like they always do, and hope they don't get wet from the drinks that'll get thrown. The interesting thing is that Pooh is not willing to apologize, and Carly has already made it clear that she doesn't care if Pooh apologizes or not. She doesn't want to accept anything from her that she has to say. So this doesn't really look like it's going to get resolved. I feel like Pooh is telling the truth. It sounds like Carly has been into stuff over the years. You know what I mean? I think she definitely has a bit of a, reputation for dipping in the lady pond or whatever. I don't think she's ever tried to hide it too hard. So I didn't think it was a big deal when the girl was making all these claims. But apparently maybe Carly's trying to push this new image. She's engaged again. She's trying to have children. She's trying to get married. So maybe she's just like, look, I'm not trying to get mixed up in all this nonsense anymore, whether it's true or not. She's trying to clean up her image. Maybe that's what it is. But I think she did it. The story is too specific. It's too exact for it to be a lie. Like, really? like y'all didn't have a threesome. This girl's just going around lying about you. She could have picked anybody on the cast to say, oh, you had a threesome with me, if she wanted to just lie. Why was it you? And how did she keep sticking with the story? So we'll see what happens with that. Now back at the cabin, there is a lot going on. I love Shekinah. I see they are pushing her more and more onto this franchise, and I think she's a perfect fit. I really do. She's funny. She is real. She is authentic. This is the Shekinah we get in anything that we've seen from her. I'm not seeing a different Shekinah, like something that she's trying to do too much. She's trying to be more classy. She's trying to be more quiet. She's trying to be more timid. She's trying to be fighting people more and starting stuff. She's just being herself, you know, outspoken, honest, funny, supportive. And she tries to be real with others as well as real within herself. And I think she's just a breath of fresh air on this show. I'm not going to lie. I really think that the Atlanta has become a bit stale. And, you know, they're hurting. Their cast is hurting because there are key people that should be on the show that are not on the show. Stevie J has got a reduced role. Jocelyn is still not back. Who else? There's a few other people that are not on the show right now. You know, I liked Jessica Dime. I thought she was great for the show, especially because she kind of evolved throughout like the few seasons she came onto it. Kay Michelle is in on it. You know, so it's just like a lot of people that used to really like bring more flavor that's just gone. You know what I mean? So I think this season is not as exciting as the past ones. That's just my honest opinion. I think I think they're managing okay with the cast that they do have. I think Sierra has really come into her own. I really feel like she was supposed to be like like a supporting cast member for maybe that one season, and she just kind of, you know, she really was a strong character, and she was able to kind of get them to show different parts of her life, and she was mixed up in stuff with the boyfriends that she was dealing with and infidelity. So that always works. That always works on reality TV. Cheating, break babies, side babies, all of that. The producers love that stuff. The show loves that. So it kind of has worked out in her favor that she's kind of basically earned a spot on the show. And she's doing good. I like her. I like her a lot. Carly was doing the most the whole trip. And it was evident that she is very hurt by Mo and getting the news of him possibly having a surprise baby, and him not really coming forward quick enough. That was her issue. She felt like because he was withholding the information, he's basically a liar. He's wrong. I want nothing to do with you. Go be with your baby. God bless you. I'm done. Right? So I think she's been through so many of these similar situations time and time again that even though Mo is actually a good guy and his reasoning, I actually understood his reasoning. Maybe some other people will call that BS and say, please, I wasn't born last night, but the way he explained it, I totally understood the reasoning. I understand that Carly was hurting and frustrated, and I know that's why she was lashing out at Bambi, lashing out at Kendra, even almost going at Rashida a little bit, because of what she's dealing with Mo, with her miscarrying. You know, I think it's just a lot of bad things that happen all at once for her. And she just reacted in that way. It's not appropriate and it's not okay. But I can totally understand because this is not... Carly is messy, don't get me wrong. And she will always be ready to do a confrontation and to even take it to the next level. She's always down for that. But this was like excessive. You know what I mean? Like you're basically kind of rolling your eyes and your neck every time Jack is talking. And, you know, Kendra is speaking as well about the timeline and how she is not comfortable with all this information coming out, her not knowing about it. and just wanting to know the truth, and Carly's just coughing and doing all this stuff, and it's just like, girl, y'all relationship is over. Clearly Jock is a new Jock, okay? A lot of these guys on Love and Hip Hop are finally growing up. Like, they've grown up before my eyes. I can't believe it, because from season 1 to now, all of them was fuck niggas. All of them. Except Kirk, he's still a fuck nigga. That ain't ever gonna change. But they were all in the same boat, doing dumb shit, not being serious with their relationships, cheating, you know, going to the strip clubs and all that. Like, they were all doing that and doing it as a group of guys. So, like, they've all kind of slowly, like, matured over the seasons, which is a silver lining, you know, to see that. But yeah, so it's like, obviously Jock is in a different space. He's really matured, and maybe it's because of his newfound businesses and newfound viral power and impact that he's acquired through the whole hairstyle gimmick stuff. And then he opened up a hair salon, you know, he's working at the radio station. So he has his hand in a couple pots. He's definitely doing the business thing way more than he was before. He used to just be an artist trying to, I think, get back into music. That was like the storyline when he first came on. And now he's like established a new name for himself, kind of like what Joe Budden did. And respect. I have respect for that. And he's growing as a man at the same time. So I have even more respect. So when Carly is just like trying to take people back to a place that they used to be at, it's like, girl, this is not the time or place. This is a chill, uplifting, positive, peaceful environment, or at least that's what Rashida is trying to push it as. And here you come just bringing all that nonsense. So I don't know, that was definitely, she definitely had an off energy. Everyone was kind of like over here, and she's just way over here. You know what I mean? With the energy. Then she almost threw a shoe at Bambi. Bambi was not feeling that at all. That situation didn't escalate, thankfully. So that was that, you know. So yeah, Carly just doing the most. Mo comes the first time to speak with her. He brings her a gift, a Louis Vuitton bag. And, you know, she's just giving him a hard time, still not really trying to buy anything he's saying, you know. And then she basically kicks him out, like, you can leave, goodbye. Like, I'm like, damn, this dude done figured out where you guys were at, come in the middle of these woods or whatever, brought you a gift and everything, and you still putting this man out? Like, damn, okay. I guess. During one of the activities where it was time to tell new troops, whatever they were calling it, this was quite comical. Rashida actually fixes her mouth to say that there was infidelities that came from both sides in their marriage. Oh man, Rashida. No one believes you. We know you're lying. You never cheated on that man. Sis, where? When did this happen? How? Who? How long was it going on for? Did he use a condom? How many kids did you have at that point? Were you still working on music at the time? Like, I have questions. You don't have any receipts. It clearly looked like you memorized that whole spiel, and you know you're delivering the lines for camera, and it just, you're trying to save face in a marriage where you cannot save face. We all know Kirk ain't no good, and he's stupid, and he's done stupid things, and you just continue to take him back. And there's no guarantee that he's never going to cheat again. If he cheated again, I wouldn't be surprised. And when you take him back, I would definitely not be surprised. Because we all know how this goes, right? I was just like, wow, this is a new low. This is a new low. And it clearly shows that, to me, Rashida, she's trying to seek validation from the audience, from others, because I think deep down, she knows that people clown her and people don't respect her and don't understand and don't appreciate her decision making. With that being said, she knows that even though she's a boss, she's hardworking, she's beautiful, she is talented, very business savvy, very mature, very intelligent, holds her own, is a stand-up woman, classy, everything. I mean, pretty much she has all the great qualities, but there's this one nagging thing that that just seems to take over everything else. And it's her willingness to keep taking Kirk back when she should have divorced him long ago. And people, they don't let up. They will tell you every chance they get how stupid she is because she's still with that man, and how much of a joke it is to hear them trying to throw a couples retreat or be counselors or give advice or talk about their own experiences and how it can help the couple that, you know, is sitting right in front of them, which are their friends. And it's like, no, this ain't that. This ain't that, okay? Like, stop trying to push your relationship on us. Stop trying to push your decision to forgive Kirk for whatever reason on us and have us say it's okay. Because that's really what it comes down to. She's trying to seek validation. She's trying to justify his wrongdoing, his continuous wrongdoing. And now you are lying on your own damn self just to make him look better. Like, what? That is insane to me. You are literally like willing to allow your reputation to take a hit, to basically, you know, throw dirt on your own name, to tarnish your own reputation just because you feel that maybe, just maybe, people, the public, will let up on Kirk a little bit, give him a bit of a break, give you a bit of a break, give the couple, the two of you together, a bit of a break. And you think it was worth it to lie on yourself. No, you just look more stupid. Because believe it or not, as stupid as this show is, and Ratchet and all of that, people that are watching aren't that stupid. You know what I mean? Like, people, we got degrees out here. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. So we're able to look at this for what it really is. And it's like, we can tell you're lying. And I was like, this is just sad. It's like, at some point, just fall back. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to be the laughingstock, but this is the decision you chose to make. You have to be prepared for the consequences and just live with it. If you can't live with it, stop trying to come up with a plan E, F, and G. You know what I mean? There's plan A, there's plan B, there's plan C. If it doesn't work out, you got to pick one of them plans and stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just keep, okay, they still coming for my neck. Okay, Kurt, this is what we going to do now. Okay, they still saying I'm stupid as hell. Okay, Kirk, they still dragging your ass. Okay, this is what we got to do now. Like, no. It's either you get rid of him once or for all, and you will see the reactions you want to see and see that wave of support and that, oh, finally she has come to her senses. Just like everyone was excited about Wendy Williams leaving Kelvin Hunter, finally, after it took so long for her to do that. But look at the vindication, look at the support, look at the excitement, look at the joy that not just that she has, and the weight that's been lifted off her shoulders, but also the support that she's gotten from her fans and people throughout the media. That's like, thank God. So happy for her that she did this. Finally. Long time coming. You know? Rashida, until you decide to take those type of actions, you're always going to be the butt of the joke. You're always going to be like, girl, I ain't taking no advice from you. I ain't trusting nothing you say. Or, yeah, this is coming from a woman that took Kirk back 6 times, and yeah, no thanks. I don't want your advice. It's true. It's just a matter of fact. So I was like, then we have Sierra and what's his face? What's his man's name? Sierra and BK. It's so fitting that his name is BK because he always has it his way. Get it? Has it his way with whatever woman he wants. Yeah, y'all get it. Y'all get it. In this same truth conversation, Sierra nonchalantly decides to drop a bomb and say, oh, Hey guys, since we're out here sharing truths and being honest and stuff like that, I figure I'd let you know, BK, that remember that time the dude was in my DMs or whatnot? Yeah, we messed around for a little bit. Just thought I'd get that out there. I was rolling. Like, that's why I like Sierra, because she's just like, you know, you get so many sides to her, you know what I mean? And she never really gets off kilter. She never really loses her cool to where she's like a hothead and ready to fight and throw hands and start screaming. You know, there's some women that just shout and scream and, you know, pull out all the theatrics all the time. And it's like, calm down. She's just very like even kilter, like, and BK could not handle it. I mean, this dude was crying. He was putting his hood over his eyes, rubbing his eyes and all that. It almost sounded like his voice was shaking a little bit. I'm like, wow. Wow. These are the kind of men I try to stay far away from. The ones that have the audacity to cheat, lie, and then blame you for it. They will find a way to make it feel like it's your fault that they cheated on you and lied about it, and continue to insist and deny and insist and deny that nothing ever happened and it's all in your head. And they're the same type of nigga. So cry and become a baby and have all these little attitudes when they find out that you may have partook in the same type of activity. Get the hell up out of here, BK. Get your ass up out of here. Don't nobody care that you are hurt. Don't nobody care that you are shocked. Don't nobody care that you feel betrayed. Nobody cares, because you've been doing this to Sierra for how long? And I'm glad you got a taste of your own medicine, and it's a shame to see that you couldn't even handle it. She has handled your infidelities way better than you have handled hers, because we know you've cheated multiple times. So I was just like, wow. But that shit was funny, and I'm glad Sierra decided to just drop it on the table. Just, here you go. Have fun, y'all. She was so just chill about it. I was just like, wow, that shit was funny. Oh my gosh, Sierra. And then you just hear Shekinah in the background. And y'all want to remind me why I'm not in a relationship again? This is exactly why I'm still single. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, Shekinah. Oh, she is too funny. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they did a lot of other activities at the couples retreat. Jaceel. That's what we calling him now, because he wearing suits and stuff. And he want to be all grown up and about his business and about his relationship and be an honest man. So I guess we not calling him Jack no more. We ain't meeting in the trap. It ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? We meeting in the meeting rooms, in the courtroom, according to Kendra. That's what we doing. Mr. Jaceel. Jaceel the third. I like her. I like her because she is a mature woman that is clearly not going to allow Love and Hip Hop to minimize her to a fighting, scrapping, drink throwing, cussing chick that doesn't have respect for herself, doesn't have morals, doesn't know how to act on television. She's like, nah, that's not going to be my lane, guys. I know I look the part. I know I look like I probably could throw some hands, you know what I'm saying? But, no. I'm an attorney. This is what they say. She's an attorney. I haven't looked into it yet. And I'm smarter than that. And I'm going to outsmart all y'all motherfuckers. Okay? So she said, even when Carly wanted to do this now. But then we see her lose her cool with Carly. And was almost about to fight. Security had to jump in, you know, or whatnot. And Carly, this is what she does. She's a pro at this. She has always known how to get people riled up and get people to a level where they're trying to fight her. She wants that. It makes her her sauce go up, her credibility, the reason why they keep her on the show. When they go back and look at film, oh yeah, that's why we're keeping you next season. Because once again, you delivered. I'm sure this is part of her career tactic. Like, the check has been nice. I don't want to lose it. What else do I have going on? Let's be real. And if I'm trying to have a baby and all this stuff, that's just new expenses that you have never had to deal with before. And the expenses are pretty high when you talk about kids, especially if you're trying to have a surrogate. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to that, if she can't carry. So you need that coin. You do need that coin. So she's willing to do whatever. And the fact that Kendra fell for the bait is like, damn, Carly, you are good. But I like Kendra. I like her and Jack's relationship. I think they work well together. I think, you know, she has definitely matured him, and the fact that she said that they've been dating for over 4 years or something, I'm like, wow. That would explain the transformation from Jack, because I really do believe that a good woman can make a man better and can transform a man that maybe was somewhere left field before, just has a ton of problems, totally immature, insecurity issues, whatever, not serious, you know, not driven, whatever the case may be. A good woman can come in and rearrange all of that. And I think that's what Kendra has done, because this is a Jack I've never seen before. Just the way he handles himself, the way he's talking, he's more mature. He's not, you know, dating 3 different women and lying to each of them about it. He's not knocking this one up anymore. Like, he's really, like, seems like he really loves this woman. And she's very calm. She's very rational, very rational about a lot of things. You know, she really, like, allows things to play out, and she doesn't let it get to her. Even if it's something that's making her look foolish, it's something that is basically embarrassing her, something that makes her uncomfortable, something that angers her. She basically just sits there and she's just cool for the most part. And then she goes and talks to Jack about it privately later. Carly is already saying that, look, we didn't have sex. It was just this and that happened, and he did try to come for it. We don't know. Carly could be lying about that, you know, because the way he vehemently denied him trying to have sex with her and all that. And he's like, what? None of that happened. You know, I don't know. It's hard to tell. He could be lying because he just doesn't want to make the situation messy. Carly definitely could be lying because she just wants to stir stuff up. And she's going through her issues with her relationship, so she's a little miserable. Misery loves company, like Jack said. There you go. So I think at the end of the day, Kendra kind of saw both sides, like, okay, she's probably lying a little bit. He's probably lying a little bit. Nobody seems to know the exact timeline. You know, at this point, we've had numerous discussions about the timeline, the fact that there was some overlap. He did admit that to me. And now it's a fact of Carly coming and adding a whole bunch of new sauce to the gumbo that's already done. Like, it's simmering. Why are you still adding, like, sauce and ingredients and all this stuff? Like, it's been cooking. It's almost done. Like, it's on low heat. You know what I'm saying? And here she comes trying to make it flare up and burn. Burn from the bottom to the top. And it's like, you know, so I think Kendra realized that, you know what? This is just going to take me down a very narrow hole. A very dark hole, you know, rabbit hole where I'm not really going to get to the truth. I'm just going to become more angry. We're just going to argue more. And it's probably going to cause dysfunction that didn't need to be there. So she's like, you know what? Let me just move on. Put that in the past. Take Jack and give him the benefit of the doubt, because I love him. I care about him. We've been together so long. And obviously she has probably seen a lot of growth in him, that she's not just going to walk away from the project that she'll get an A on. You know what I mean? The project that worked out very well. She's not going to throw that away. Too much time is going into that. And I don't blame her. So I think they made a good decision, just putting it behind them, saying that, look, Carly is just starting stuff because she's upset about things going on in her own life. Let us not let that affect what we have going on. So that was a good move. I'm not going to lie. don't let other people get into your situation and, you know, put their 2 cents in and want to take over and give their advice and, you know, all of that. Sometimes it's just better to keep it between two people, you know, the two people that are in the relationship. I do want to fast forward to Tokyo and Akbar and the whole fight in the concert or whatever showcase. Akbar seemed like she had little bars, you know what I mean? If she really focuses and starts writing for real and gets in the studio and it's like becomes very committed. She didn't sound as bad as I expected. Let me put it like that. You know, everyone was definitely reacting to the fact that she called Tokyo a fat ass. Like, I forgot the exact line, but she called her a fat ass. And it's like, Akbar, girl, can we just talk 1 minute? Really? Really? I don't even want to say too much on that. It's pretty much super obvious. You know what I mean? It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, did you forget what body you were in? Did you forget what you look like? Did you think you just lost a whole bunch of weight in like 24 hours or something before you had that showcase? Like, I'm just trying to get on the page you're on. That's all I'm trying to do. Because I was like, okay, of all things to try to insult her by, you talk about her weight when you are literally in the same boat as her. You're both artists. You're both trying to get popping or whatever. You're both plus size. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for her to try to use that as like a derogatory term, I'm like, oh my God. First of all, that's so played out to me. Like just calling people fat. Like, it's just like a lazy roast strategy. Like, oh, I'm just gonna call them fat. Like you can't be more creative than that. Because you're not funny. That's what it is. Funny people, they give you levels to it. You know, it's like, damn, that shit was, wow. You know, it's like, you're fat ass. You know, take your big ass somewhere. It's like, so that's really what you got? And for you to be big and call somebody else fat? Yeah. Or as Spice would say, fats. That was just like, okay, you know, at the end of the day, Tokyo is definitely more popping than you. She actually had a song that went viral, Best Friend. You know, she's doing commercials and stuff. I think she's working on another mixtape. You know, she's just popping on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, she's, you know, she's kind of made a name for herself. Now she's on the show, and this is like her second season. So for you to come, and then you talking about, I'm the queen. You flew here, I grew here. I'm the queen of Atlanta. I don't know what you thought this was. You got to check in with me and all this. And I'm just like, what? Who said that? Who said that? Like, you the queen. What? You the queen of... Let me go ask T.I. I need to ask T.I. because he said he the king. You know what I'm saying? He the king of tribe, king of ATL. So I need to go check with T.I. because maybe you like been in all the trap houses, like you're underground. And people know you like within all the different neighborhoods in ATL. But I'm confused. Like, you're more of a jester right now than a queen, okay? Like, how many people are popping? How many people became famous and came from Atlanta? Really? Come on. I was like, this... I mean, she had a few punchlines in this show. So maybe she was going for punchlines. And it was just like, I got to stand out somehow. I want to come back next season. Let's just throw some stuff on the wall and see what sticks. It's definitely got people talking and like, huh? Like confused, like legitimately. Not even like, girl, you ain't the queen. It's almost like, wait, maybe we're missing something. Like maybe she really is like popping in some, because I know she said she's from Cleveland Ave or whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's just some miscommunication issues. Like, we just don't know what's going on. Because the way she said it, she really believed, like, she's the queen. like, this is too much. And I just want to round up with the conversation between Bambi, Scrappy, and Erica. Very disheartening, very disappointing, very distasteful to see Bambi have that kind of energy and to insist that she doesn't want Scrappy and Erica. Like, there's no need for them to have a co-parenting relationship or a cordial friendship or anything. And it really speaks volumes that, are you insecure, Bambi? What is going on? Because you and Scrappy have been together for a long time now. Like, Erica is literally way in the past, like way past, you know? And for you to be kind of like bothered and to be on edge about them speaking and communicating and being grown adults, because they do share a child together who is still under 18. I didn't like that, and I felt like that was controlling, in the fact that Scrappy didn't really step up and stand up for himself to say, I'll have a conversation with Bambi separately. Or I don't know, to call it out right then and there. Like, Bambi, I honestly don't see what the issue is. You know, I really don't want there to be any negative harmony. I thought this is what we always talked about, you know, or at least to pull her to the side. Like, what is really going on? Like, you know, because it definitely sparks questions. Do you still have worry that Erica can pull him back? Do you still think Scrappy has some secret feelings for her that has never gone away? Like, what is it? Because it's been years at this point, and Scrappy and Erica have been broken up for years, not spoken for years. Like, you know, it's kind of like, really? Like, you guys should be in such a better place that if freaking Mama D is cool as hell with Erica now, come on. Y'all can do it for the child now. For Imani. Shout out to Imani. They forever was saying that girl name wrong. Her name is really Imani now. With an E. Oh, well, it is spelled with an E, but just the way they say it is just, anyway. So yeah, I'm just a bit perturbed by that scene, because I'm like, am I missing something? Like, why is this insecurity so heavy on you, Bambi? Like, what's really going on? Why are you trying to control Scrappy's decisions? Because technically, this is his child with his baby mother. The only thing that you should have a say-so in is just your opinion about it. How you feel maybe about Erica and about, I don't know. It's really kind of like, yeah, maybe if you guys were still just dating and you didn't just have a baby of your own, and he didn't propose and y'all didn't get married, and him and Erica have been kind of going back and forth, and there's a timeline, and the timeline overlapped, and it's still very fresh, like you just got with Bambi and everything's, yeah, I can understand at that point. But now, and she's moved on as well. Like I said, she wrote Timmy. I don't know if they together. I don't know what they doing. I'm guessing they're figuring it out, because nobody's come forward on social media to say, this is my boo, this is my baby father. So once again, I'm still keeping an eye on how they're going to reveal the twins and how they're going to reveal their relationship. I'm very curious to see that. Stay tuned. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get Bambi's position. I know Erica was definitely disappointed and confused, as the rest of us probably were. Like, girl, get over yourself. Like, nobody wants this man. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just care about our child. Because people really often forget the kids. Like, they really become selfish. It's all about their feelings, their emotions, and what that person did to you, and how those memories just linger on and on for years and years and years. And all the while, you don't realize the damage. Forget the damage you will still potentially cause for the child's future if you continue on acting the way you are. Forget that. But what about the past damage? The damage that's already happened that you are not even aware of. That your kid is probably going to tell you 10 years from now, like, oh, you know, I have these issues because I always saw how you and dad acted and how you guys never spoke, and it really, like, it's going to come. Y'all just not paying no attention, and she's just not saying nothing because she you know, but it affects the kids. So it's always sad when it's like, come on, y'all are in a better place. Get it together. Bambi, sit your ass down somewhere. Go be a new mom. Like, you have enough on your plate. So that's it for tonight, episode 8 and 9. Thank you so much for checking it out. Let me know what you think in the comments about Kirk and Rashida and they trifling asses trying to be the new holier than thou. They are basically Pastor John Gray and Avatar, okay? Just the non-biblical version. All right. Let me know what you think about that, about Carly and Mo getting back together. I'm happy to see she's giving him another chance. About Tokyo and Akbar's brawl or close to brawl. About Pooh and Carly. You know, let me know what you think about all these people. Okay? So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, okay, to Lady Solar TV. Like the page. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will once again attempt to continue doing these recaps. I can no longer promise I'm doing every episode because things happen. Technical difficulties have happened, you know, my schedule conflicts, stuff like that. It's just, you know, I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to, you know, at least do the recaps for the good, juicy episodes. And I felt like this episode, the cabin episode, was really good. So I'm glad I got to talk to y'all. But I will see you soon. Stay blessed. Bye.